Swing all night long with you. That's an old Reba McEntire song done by my in-studio guest tonight, Eimer Furlong, all the way from Drogheda, or should I say all the way from Dunlow. Eimer, it's lovely to have you in the studio.
Well, good evening, Tommy, and thank you so much for having me in studio tonight.
Come here, Eimer, you and me go back a long time. I remember you from when you're only a young one yet, but I remember you when you used to come to Dunlow years ago with your dad and you were only that size.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't feel very young anymore, but sure, look, yeah, no, we're going back a couple of years now, Tommy. Must be over 10 years now we've been friends.
Yeah,
So,
I've been following your career, like when you came to
Yeah.
Dunlow first, you have a connection in Dunlow, have you?
yeah, so I would have been coming to the Mary from Dunlow Festival since I was only a little babby in the pram. My mum would have relations in Dunlow, and we used to come down every single year without fail to see the festival. And it was amazing growing up and seeing all the change in the festival as well. I was even saying that to a lot of people during the week. That I used to love coming to the festival, and I've made a tradition now of coming down every year and doing the shows down there.
But you'd be down not just for the festival. I know you'd be down an odd time because you usually give me an old buzz when you're around saying, stick on one of my records.
Yeah, of course we come during the year as well. And I actually love coming in the winter time because it's lovely when you have a few nights off and you just go down and light the fire. The simple things in life, Tommy, I'm telling you. It's the simple things in life.
Come here, I tell you, when did you first get into the music, because when you came first, as you say, you'd have been coming just to see relations, but when did you decide to do a bit of recording?
Well, God, where am I going to start? So basically, when I was a wee one, I was started in the choir.
Yeah.
I would have sang in a local choir in Drogheda, and I'm sure actually you might know this fella. You know PJ Sweeney from Dunlow.
I know PJ.
In Hard to Beat
the
band.
Hard to Beat band.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
He was Daniel's best man.
That's right, yeah. So there's a lot of history there as well. So they were best friends since they were in school. And PJ was launching an album in 2009. Don't ask me how I remember the dates, but 2009. And I was asked to come along and do a song. So anyway, long story cut short, I was asked to do a song. Didn't know any words of any songs. So I decided to sing The Rose by Betty Midler.
Yeah.
And had the lyrics holding up in front of my face that night. But we were just singing that song. And Daniel O'Donnell was there, of course, as he was sitting in the front row. And I knew him from seeing him or meeting him previous, years, but I didn't know exactly who he was. So anyway, when someone told me, I was like, he's a country singer and, he does shows and whatever. And he came up to me and he said, you're a fantastic little singer. I hope your career is amazing and I want to help you as much as I can through the years. And you know what? I was just saying to people during the week, he's fantastic at what he does. He really did give me a lot of help through the years. I performed at some of his concerts and his tours, performed at, different events that he would have held through the years. And ever since, he's always had my back. He's always been very supportive to me through the years.
What I've always noticed about your music too, Eimer, and I've been following your career as well when you started singing, but all your recordings are very well recorded. Where do you record them all? Because they're top quality.
Do you know what? I actually go to a fellow called Stephen Smith, a fellow country singer, and he is absolutely brilliant. I've known him for years now. We've working together, and we're actually spending a lot of time together a lot lately because we've been in the studio recording some brand new songs, and they're all under hush at the minute, but they will be released very, very soon. And yeah, I record with Stephen. He's brilliant.
Yeah, he's great. Stephen is a kind of a multi-instrumentalist as well. I know him. He has plenty of albums out himself as well. And come here, that song we just played there, the old Reba McEntire song, it's a real kind of a Texas swing. Not an easy song to sing now, but you manage it well.
When I heard the song originally, we were on the way home from a gig and I heard the song. It came up on the Spotify remix, yourself. And I said, you know what, I love that song. And I kept playing it. And Dad turned around and he said, how many times are you going to play that in one night, But I just fell in love with the song and decided I wanted to do my own version of it. Kind of Irishize it a wee bit, but still stick to the Texas swing style. So I fell in love with Texas swing through the years and decided to record that song as well as Know You in Oklahoma and a few other songs as well.
Yeah, and apart from that, there was some other songs you'd recorded over the years. I know I have just one of your albums, the one where you do all the Irish songs. But you brought out a few other wee songs we were just talking off here before we came on.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about some of them songs.
So, well, as I said there, like the Texas swing has kind of been my my go-to style a lot lately. And I actually recorded a book own song there recently as well, only a few months ago. Recorded one called "Close All the Honky Tonks,"
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
it's a class little tune, and everyone loves it at the gigs. It's just one of those kind of toe tapping kind of songs, you know. And that was another one I recorded, and it's going to be on. We're actually working currently on putting together a new album as well. We have an album out at the moment, but we are looking at putting together another album because there's so many new singles out at the moment. We want to put them all together on one album, you know, and it just, you know, would be a great idea, I think, anyway.
And your most recent effort, which we'll be playing in a wee while, you recorded with
Yes.
our very own Gary Gamble.
Yes, we finally got round to recording, and it's a brand new song called "The Last Thing on My Mind," and it's a Porter Wagoner song and Dolly Parton song. So we actually both decided the same song. We were kind of, you know, chatting away by text one night, and he said, "What song should we do?" And I said, "Well, I think "The Last Thing on My Mind" would be a great one to do." And as soon as he said that, or I said that, he said, "You know what? I was thinking the same song." So I think it was a week later, we went into the studio and we recorded the song, and it was just an amazing experience. You know, it's great to work with someone that you've known through the years. You know, we've known each other for so long, and there was no, you know, there was no silent moments, let me tell you. But no, we just were delighted with the song, and we're really, really proud of it. And it's getting a lot of airplay, which is amazing. And once again, Tommy, thanks again to yourself for playing it as well, because we're keeping track of who is playing it, and I know yourself has been playing it. So massive thank you to you.
Another song you recorded a while back was "I Wish I Could Fall in Love with You." It was a nice kind of a swing number as well.
That's right. Yeah, I think that was a Ray Charles song.
It was
It
originally.
Yeah,
It was Ray
yeah.
Charles.
And it was actually Dad who pointed that song out to me one night, and another one I fell in love with. And as soon as you kind of know, you know, when it's your style or if it would suit you.
Yeah.
There's been many songs, you know, thrown at me through the years that just some of them didn't suit me, and we couldn't record or we couldn't do anything with. But you know, again, there's just certain songs that you just kind of, you know when you hear it, you know.
You were saying one of your influences was Reba McEntire. Who else would you have liked, or any of the Irish artists that would have influenced you?
Well, I love Mary Duff, the likes of Mary Duff, and I mean, there's so many artists. Philomena Bagley, you know, there's so many great artists out there on the music scene at the moment. And I'm currently working up at the Mary from Dunloe Festival at the moment, as you mentioned there, and I'm working with a great man, Daniel O'Donnell.
Ooh.
So, so we've been working very hard this week. Both of us have been gigging away all through the town. So yeah, we've, you know, Daniel would be another influence, but of course Dolly Parton. You know, I love Dolly Parton stuff. Tammy Wynette, you know, I could go on.
And you were on stage earlier on this evening. I was just looking at the program before you came on. Were you on between 5 and 6 or something around that?
Yeah, I was actually on the main stage at 5 o'clock. We had a great crowd, and it was great to see everybody there, new and old friends as well. It was great to see you all there, and yeah, it was a fantastic evening. And there was followed by more acts as well. It was on the stage after me. But it was a really, really great afternoon, or great evening, sorry. But yeah, we were actually there on Monday night as well. We were playing on the street, and sadly the weather wasn't on my side that night. It was bucketing down, but we still had a great crowd in as well. So, you know, thankful for that as well.
It's funny, I was out in the car on Wednesday evening, you know, just after 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I heard David was coming from the Dome, and I heard him introducing you.
Yes,
And,
yes.
I don't know if that was his first time to hear you, because he was surprised after you sang. I think you sang "Blanket on the Ground" that day.
I sang "Blanket on the Ground," yeah. It was just one of those moments I kind of just, you know, decided, we'll go with one everyone knows, you know. And no, I did sing on the Jive Time show before a few times previous, yeah.
Did you ever try the songwriting at all? Or you're still young, you know, there's still plenty of time. Did you ever try getting with Stephen and looking about maybe writing a song, you know, one of your own?
Well, years and years ago, I actually co-wrote a song. But it wasn't for me, to be honest. We gave it a go, but it just wasn't for me. I just didn't. I don't have great concentration when it comes to sitting down and doing something, you know. Like, I'm constantly on the move, and I like to just be doing things all the time. For songwriting, you really need that quiet time and to concentrate, and I just don't have that, you know, in me to do. So thankfully, I've had amazing songwriters contact me through the years that, you know, some I have recorded and some I haven't, but, you know, you never know what will happen in the near future.
And
So
come here, Eimer, the way the gig is in Ireland at the moment now, there's that many newcomers coming, and I wouldn't say you're an old one at it now, but you're there a fair old while. And how do you find it now? I mentioned you're from Drogheda.
yes.
What's the scene up around Drogheda, or do you gig around Drogheda, or are you?
No, well, do you know what, Tommy? It wouldn't be very popular down my way, where country music is not popular in really in Drogheda or Louth area. So I would mainly be based up Northern Ireland,
Yeah.
and of course Donegal and Tyrone and everywhere else. But it depends where the booking is. We kind of go with the where it's going to be, where you're going to be booked. But mainly at the moment it would be Northern Irish based. And again, you just never know where you're going to be asked to play.
Yeah. And would you be out every weekend, or would you do corporate gigs?
I would, yeah. We've done a couple of events for different charities and different companies as well, yeah. But it would mainly be dances and social dancing, and we do concerts as well during the winter time as well. I love being asked to do special guest appearances. It's always great fun, and you get to see other artists and catch up as well, But yeah, no, we'd be out every weekend. We'd have the very, very odd weekend off, I'll tell you that much. Again, I like to keep going all the time.
And come here, you mentioned the social dancing scene.
Yes.
That's very popular down around here at the moment, is it? Up
It is.
where you're in North. I suppose with Stephen Smith too. Stephen would help you probably get into certain gigs in the North. Would he?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, again, I say it to so many young artists. It's who you know, and if you build that contact, if you build a good, relationship with people, you just never know where you're going to end up playing or meeting people at your gigs. Like, for example, I had Daniel came to the show today, this evening.
Yeah.
And he came along and he was listening to I think it was the last half an hour or something like that. But he came along and he was, very, very supportive again. Like, he would listen to my stuff online and stuff as well. So, you just don't know who's going to turn up at your shows,
Yeah, Daniel's very good like that for help. And,
Absolutely.
I remember when David got going first too, and Shuni wrote the song for himself.
Yes.
Daniel, that helped David's career a lot too, at the start.
Yeah.
And can I really ask you, a couple of years ago you did a duet with some young lad. And,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. Was he a friend of yours, and you just hooked up and did a duet or two together?
Well, I was in a relationship with this guy at the time. His name was Daniel, but I was in a relationship with him at the time.
Yeah.
And we decided, he was trying to build a career in the music business, so we decided, let's, record this duet and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And it went down really, really well. People still talk about it to this day, and it is a great song. I always loved the Alan Jackson version, and Martina McBride recorded it. And I just loved that song so much. And I said, you know what, let's give it a go. So we recorded and we brought it out, and it went down really, really well.
And come here, what's the plans for the future now? Are you here in Dunlow until Sunday or Monday, or?
Well, I'm here till Monday, and then we're heading up to Clonmany because I know
that's right, the Clonmany Festival.
Yes,
are you doing a spot up there anywhere?
So I'm sure you know a fella called Seamus Moore. I'm guessing you do.
I know Seamus Moore, surely to God.
Well, we were actually with Seamus in Dunlow there during the week. We were doing a spot. I was doing a guest appearance for him on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
And he did say to me about Clonmany. I said, right, well, if I can get up, I'll get up, So we're heading up to Clonmany on Monday. We're doing a spot in a bar in Clonmany. Now, I think it's the one beside the stage. I can't remember the name of it now, but I will find out. But it's beside the stage anyway. And we're doing a spot in there as well with Seamus and the lads. So I'm looking forward to that anyway.
Have you been to Clonmany before?
I've been to Clonmany a few times, but
it's a great festival.
It is a fantastic festival, but I haven't been there in probably about 2 or 3 years now.
Yeah.
Just due with the bookings that we had, we couldn't really get up there, but I'm looking forward to heading up there now.
So you're going to have a good old time. It's a great old festival, and
absolutely.
Fair play to them to put on to have the top acts there every.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every year.
And hopefully I'll be on the main stage at some point.
and what happens then when you go home?
Well,
are you out the following weekend, or?
Yeah, so I've only got, I think, 2 days off. I've got another radio interview next week as well. I've actually got 2 radio interviews next week. And then I'm gigging the weekend. So it's straight back into it all again,
Your dad is very happy here. I was just looking at your dad there before we came on here. Your dad.
He got himself a job here.
Your dad was he's my cameraman tonight.
He's the cameraman tonight. Yeah.
But he was punching the air there. His team beat Bohemians tonight in the League of Ireland. Drogheda, and God, they're going straight.
I'm telling you. Like, he would have been watching it if I weren't out gigging, you know. Oh, look.
So, yeah, you're enjoying Dunlow anyway. Hopefully now the next couple of days. Will you go to the Crown and Mary?
Sadly, I can't actually make it this year. I'm actually gigging in the Waterfront Hotel in Dunlow.
Stop saying nothing.
So,
That's much better.
yes, I'm gigging there Sunday night from 9:30. I'll be on singing in the lounge, and then I think we're finished around 12 or something like that. So we'll play it by ear anyway. But the newly crowned Mary will be coming in through the hotel as well. So we're looking forward to meeting her anyway. And I want to wish the girls all the best of luck as well. They're all doing a fantastic job. I haven't gotten to know them each individually this year, but they're doing a great job going around meeting people. And I wish them all the best of luck as well.
Yeah, my good friend Colin Ferreter, who does Rulabooly here, he had two of them
Yes.
up there. He had the Gaeltacht Mary up, and he had one of the other Marys.
Yeah.
No, what's this? The Atlantic.
The Wild Atlantic Way.
Wild Atlantic Way. He had them two girls up there one
Yeah.
Wednesday night in the show. So it's great.
And they're doing a great job. And they've been flat out all week as well, you know. So it's.
I must try and get down there. You know, in the old days, before Highland was on the scene, I used to spend my summer holidays down broadcasting.
Yeah.
We used to do. We used to have an old caravan up in the Austin, up in the hotel
Austin
in the
Le
car
Golden,
park.
yeah, at the time, yeah.
We used to broadcast from there, and I remember there was a young fella starting off there in the mid-60s by the name
Yeah.
of Daniel O. What's his name?
Ah.
He was starting off at the time. He didn't even have a record deal, and I remember we were playing his records. And,
Oh, Lord.
making me feel. I nearly feel as old as your father now.
I'll stop. I'm feeling old at this stage, you know. Like.
What's he laughing at? Anyways, come here. I'm going to let you go. Thanks very much for and to Furlong as well. Thanks very much for bringing her up. And it's a fair old drive. You know, I know it's a fair old drive from here to Clare, but it's a fair old drive from here to Dunlow as well.
But you know what? It's a bumpy old drive, isn't it?
I have only one bit of advice for you on the way back. Keep an eye out for the deer.
I know. We were actually driving home the other night and we seen a load of deer. So it's lovely to see it around here. You know, it is lovely to see it. And Tommy, thanks a million for having me in the studio today, of course.
Do you want to dedicate the song, Gary, yourself and Gary? Do you want to dedicate him to anybody?
Well, do you know what? Gary is actually tuned in as well. So I want to say a big hello to Gary and all his family there in Strabane. So they're tuned in as well. So Tommy, you can give him a wee shout out there.
Oh yeah, Gary has a new single out too. I must give it a spin.
That's right, Ready for the Hills. Oh, it's a great old tune. So it is.
It's a good old tune. Come
great
here,
old tune.
here's yourself and himself. It's
Lovely.
really good until he sings in it, you know.
Stop. Don't tell him that.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
It's a lesson too late for the learning.